I came across this word, I think because I'm trying to learn Yoruba, like that's kind of, that's kind of the language of my family, and then I came across this word which literally means original, authentic in Yoruba, and I was like, oh, that's kind of, so then it just kind of went from there.
Ojulowo, Ojulowo, genuine, original, authentic, genuine, original, authentic.
I don't know if I know exactly when it started, but I've always been really into music, and I was really into like making mixtapes. And there was actually one point, I think when I was probably about 11, 12, where I was actually part of these forums online and actually kind of exchanging music with people like all over the world. Yeah, I don't know if I can say this, but like a lot of my music, like I found music from sites, like Napster and like LimeWire and SoulSeek. And actually, I think, the reason why I was able to kind of engage with a lot of these kind of bands and subcultures was because of sites like that. I don't know exactly when like the more kind of electro queer stuff came in. I think it's when I was reading magazines like The Face and Sally's Nation, which don't really exist anymore, but I would say they played quite a big part actually as well.
My Little Pony, Barbie and Ken, pink is for Rosie and blue is for Ben. Riding a tractor in a ballet skirt, some dude tried to lift it up, so I pushed him in the dirt. Swinging on the jungle gym, I can go as fast as him. Swinging on the jungle gym, I can go as fast as him.
I'm so aware of how I'm perceived, like I just have to laugh about it. As soon as I step out of the house, like I'm made aware of how others perceive me. Because I'm so aware of it, I'm more interested in how I can reshape that, how I can reshape those perceptions or challenge those perceptions. But yeah, that displacement feeling is a feeling that I've always felt, and I'd rather not like let that be kind of the focus of my work, but kind of I feel like I embody it in some way, but I'm more interested in how to turn that feeling into something else.
Gender isn't sex, so don't get it twisted. Take it off for fact just cause it's listed. I could build a house if I want, roll down a lake, bake a cake if I wanted to.
All people do is project. Everything is a projection. So it's like, how do I make that what this is about, is those different projections, and why are these projections happening? Bodies in public space are constantly policed. And again, it's about being able to position and categorize and being able to know like where this person should be and being able to understand them. Again, and I think that's all it is when I have these weird situations, or like somebody's like, are you a boy or a girl? It's because they, for somebody to feel comfortable, they need to be able to know. But I'm not really that interested in like making other people feel comfortable.
Analyzing my look, my body, or any plastic surgery.
Something I'm invested in is my work not being reactionary or coming across as reactionary. I just think that's not a position that I'm interested in. But I think I am interested in like dissonance.
My neck, my back, my neck, my back, my neck, my back, my neck, my back.
When I'm performing, I tend to think less about, or even in the video work, I kind of feel like I'm an avatar in a way, and that actually, I think in an ideal world, maybe what I'd have is like some kind of mirror. Like my face would just be a mirror in a performance. Like that's what I'm trying to do in a way. I'm more interested in putting up these things that might encourage a kind of self-reflection. I quite like to film myself just doing really ordinary things. I try not to film myself doing anything that's like could be perceived as like too entertaining. There's this kind of like the history of like the black body always be of this like ever performing, constantly performing body. So I think I'm always trying to create images that might try and like work against that in some way, or like challenge it in some way, that if I am dancing, like it might just be moving against this, like that particular frame, I think, of like, this is a body to be consumed like for your entertainment. You know, I think I always have that in mind, that I want to work against those kind of images. I'm interested in the hands, like being present through the editing process, but also quite sometimes visually as well. Like not in every video, but I quite often will have shots which are like just my hands. I really like kind of visible edges and kind of roughness in the images, and I tend to like kind of collage and layer images together. I think when it comes to, you know, the sphere, like the online, the internet, I think that people like to think that it's disembodied, but actually I think it's very bodily, because you know, everything that happens on the internet, all of the content, you know, the internet only exists because of bodies, because, you know, because of somebody creating it, because it existing, okay, maybe it exists in a cloud, but somebody still had to manufacture, somebody still had to produce that. And then, you know, the stuff that's on there came from people. You know, it's actually, you know, it's from people's brains and people, you know, people's thoughts, and yeah, okay, it only exists in a kind of, you know, as data, but it's still, I think it still has a physicality, and I think I consciously try and make that process explicit.
Too much work to do.
I just like to be in these in-between spaces, these like undefined spaces. You know, I just don't want to have to be one or the other. I'm quite happy to be in between, but I just don't want, to be kind of put in a box that I didn't choose. But all I can do is keep making work that just moves and shifts in different places. So it can make that a bit harder, I think, for people.
Female, he male, she male, don't matter. Female, he male, she male, don't matter. Female, he male, she male, don't matter. Knife, fork, spoon, dick, bum, poon. It's only bits and pieces, no different to cutlery.
This is a lived, it's a lived position, definitely. It's a lived in all senses of the word, yeah. And I mean, it's not easy, don't get me wrong, it's not easy, but it's something that I'm invested in, so.